Hi, Little Red here. I know it's been a while since I've posted anything, and I just figured tonight I would. Um, I was just in one of my favorite channels, chat rooms, channels, whatever you want to call them. It was Mark Pyre's Renaissance Man. And I tell you what, I know there's been days that I haven't been on in his room, and there's a lot of people I usually watch that I've been absent from, and going back to his room and listening to his music and his messages and the people that are there, I have to tell you, to you guys, like A Quiet Soul and Anna and Jacqueline and everybody, thank you for being so kind. I'm sorry, I'm trying not to get emotional. But thank you for being so welcoming. Even though that I've been gone for a while, and then I got rid of my Discord. I made another one, but I'm thinking about not keeping it. I haven't decided yet, but when you can go and do other things, like for me, for instance, I've been doing a lot of soul searching and a lot of other research, because I am, I believe in like Bible prophecy. I believe in that, and I'm a Christian person, so I've been doing a lot of watching of what's going on in the world, and sorry, just my fan. So I've been doing a lot of that and other things. I'm working on my spiritual growth. But I wanted to tell you guys, I'm sorry I rambled and I went off the subject, but coming back and still being welcome, you don't know how much that means to me. And I'll tell you, anybody's watching this, if you want to go to a channel on YouTube where you can listen to music, just hang out with a bunch of really cool people, and just have fun, I highly recommend looking and watching Mark Pyre's Renaissance Man. His room and him, they're awesome people. He's a great guy and can really play the guitar. And he's inspired me to do what I've always wanted to do, and that's pick up a guitar and learn how to play. So, Mark, I owe you a big thank you. I'm still learning. And I'll be honest, there's days I haven't touched my guitar because I just haven't felt like playing. But anyways, but I wanted to start out by giving you guys a big thank you. And I recommend a lot of other channels. EMA, Emergency Management Associates. If you can learn about volcanoes and earthquakes by watching Ron. He's a really sweet guy, really nice, and I highly recommend his channel. I apologize, I'm going to smoke a cigarette while I talk to you guys, but this is going to go out to everybody, not just the people that I usually chat with in the rooms that I go with, but even my friends and family on Facebook. Sorry, my dog's being weird. For instance, I'm going to be honest, I wear wigs. This is a wig. But it's my natural hair color. If I wear a wig, if any of y'all haven't seen my past videos, I wear wigs. The biggest reason is I have fibromyalgia and peripheral neuropathy. The nerves in my hands sometimes, well, I shouldn't say sometimes, a lot of times make it difficult to keep my hair, like if I wanted to grow it out, brushing it, shampooing, I don't always have the strength in my hands and my arms to constantly be doing this. So I keep my hair really short. It makes it easier. Plus, in the summertime, hey, I don't worry about chopping the hair off or putting a ponytail. It's already short. And it's fun having short hair. And with wigs, you can wear whatever style that you're feeling like. This one's one of my favorites. Um, it's comfortable. It feels real. I think it looks real. And like I said, it's my natural hair color. I'm a redhead. And this is more of an auburn. This is what my hair gets in the wintertime. In the summertime, it's a strawberry blonde, like my mother. But my mom's more blonde than I am. But anyways, and I mean the hair way, not, blonde. No, I'm not meaning any offense or being judgmental, but the old jokes about blondes, if you do or not. I don't know. I don't care. And I apologize to anybody watching that has blonde hair. I've met a lot of very intelligent blonde people. But anyways, to get off that subject, my biggest reason tonight, other than giving Mark a big thank you, is to... I know I don't have to explain myself to anybody. That I should be okay with being me and not really caring what other people think. And I'm trying to accept that and engulf that, that it's okay to be however I want to be. But as long as I'm kind. And I try to be a kind person to everyone. But anyways, with my soul searching that I've been doing, I've been spending a lot of time, well, actually, I think it was last week, I was really deep in prayer and getting a lot off my shoulders. I was telling God that, about my problems, and because he says, to come to him and talk to him. And so I talked to Jesus and I said, I've got so much that I need to get out and say that I'm sorry for it and repent for. And I'll tell you, it's changed me. The messages that I've gotten since then and everything else that's come with it, I'm a changed person. And I honestly feel it's going towards the better. I'm going to shut off my keyboard. Excuse me. So you can hear a lot of banging. I got to put it away. My keyboard from my phone. Yes, I use a separate keyboard because it's just easier sometimes to type. I know I could use my laptop, but just sometimes I just don't feel like getting it out. Sorry, I ramble. I'm a ramble person. If you don't know me all that well, I could go from one subject to the next with not even a bother. But I apologize. But back to what I was getting at. My spiritual growth is very important to me. My walk with Jesus is very important to me. And I'm trying my hardest to separate myself from the things that can cause issues with my walk with God and with my spiritual growth. And I know with social media and YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, whatever, I don't use Twitter, but I used to. With social media, you can't help it. You're going to run into lots of people who have a different mind track than you, or have different interests, or just... I understand that I'm going to be confronted with a lot of things. But the best way I can put it is, all I'm asking from anybody is respect to my spiritual walk. Whether you agree with the fact that I love God and I love Jesus and I love the Bible, even if you don't, I'm asking you not to try to trip me and detour me from my spiritual growth, because there's nothing wrong with a person growing spiritually, mentally, emotionally. We all go through changes. We all go through points in our lives where the situations we get ourselves into shape us into the people we are. And I no longer want to be shaped by the things that can hurt me, and shape and have things and people around that would rather see me fail. Or okay, I'm going to use an example. I want to live a life of celibacy. I've chosen celibacy, which means, but to me anyways, it means no sexual relations with anyone. And if it's going to be with anyone, it's going to be with a person I'm with. And if I marry that person, the person I marry. I don't want it to be with anybody that I'm not involved with. I lived a bad life. I had a bad reputation when I was younger, and I don't want to be that way anymore. I don't want to be known as a promiscuous woman. I don't. I don't want that in my life because it causes too much confusion. You know? To some, I mean, I guess in the past it wasn't a big deal. But I'm different now. And I just don't want to live a life like that. I want to be there for my daughter. I want to be there for my family. And especially right now, my mom, the one that raised me. I've become closer to her, and I'm loving it. And I feel that my relationship with God has brought me closer to my mom. Because some of you know that I haven't had the best relationship with my mom. And I'm just trying to have a better relationship with any of my friends and family in a positive way. You know, I want to be able to have a conversation with someone, especially of the male gender, to where I don't have to worry about having something thrown at me in a I'm going to be careful how I put this, in a coitus kind of way. And you can look up coitus and know what it means. Or if you watch Big Bang Theory, you know what coitus means. I want to avoid that. That's not me anymore. I'm sorry. But I'm not sorry, because there's nothing wrong with that. You know, in the Bible, it talks about living a life of not having sexual relationships outside of marriage and being celibate, and that there's nothing wrong with it. And that's how I want to be. And I'm trying to find, so I can read it to you, about I think I have it written down in my Bible study. I could have sworn I wrote it down. There we go. 1 Corinthians 6. Okay. So I hope you don't mind a little bit of Bible study. 1 Corinthians. Okay, this is 1 Corinthians 6, verse 18. Flee sexual immorality. Every sin that a man does is outside the body, but he who commits sexual immorality sins against his own body. Or do you know that your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit, who is in you, whom you have from God, and you are not your own? For you were bought at a price. Therefore glorify God in your body and in your spirit, which are God's. And but it's not saying that we're gods, like we're like God and Jesus, like big cheeses. It's basically saying that our body is our temple. We're souls living a flesh life, and what we choose to do with our bodies, we got to think about how we take care of it. And I know smoking's bad for me and stuff, and I do feel bad for that. I wish I could quit. But basically, when it comes to physical sin, I don't want to sin of the flesh. I don't know how. I'm having a hard time expressing myself, and I don't like that. It makes me frustrated because what I'm trying to get, I'm having a hard time getting across. Because sometimes I feel like nobody really cares. And I don't blame you if you don't want to finish watching. You want to stop after this and say, oh, she's boring, I don't want to hear what she has to say. She's rambling. Who cares? I get it. That's okay. I'm just, Matthew 7 says, do not judge. So I appreciate if nobody judges me. So I'm asking you guys, please. But it says, like I'm getting at, is the life that I want to live. And I want to live a good life. And have God proud of me, What Jesus said. But he said to them, okay, by the way, this is Matthew 19, verse 11. But he said to them, all cannot accept this, saying, but only those to whom it has been given. For there are eunuchs who were born thus from their mother's womb, and there are eunuchs who were made eunuchs by men, and there are eunuchs who have been made themselves eunuchs for the kingdom of heaven's sake. He who is able to accept it, let him accept it. Eunuchs is, I think it's meaning where a man's, I hope this is okay to say, I hope I don't get strike for it, but their testicles removed and they only have their penis. And YouTube, I don't mean disrespect on saying these words, because I don't want to get in trouble, but it's hard to explain without using the actual words. But I don't know how I'm gonna get myself across. Really, I don't. I just wish people could be more respectful. Especially the people that they say that they care about you, and the ones that say they want you to be happy, and they claim that they're your friends, and then you explain to them, look, this is how I want to live my life, this is the kind of person I want to be. And when they disrespect that, it makes you wonder if they really care at all. If you're only a friend of convenience. And I don't want to be anybody's friend of convenience. I don't want to be anybody's family of convenience, If you don't want to be my friend, if you don't want to talk to me, don't. If you don't like the fact that I want to be celibate, If you don't like the fact that I'm trying to live a better life, if you don't like who I am, then just leave me alone. If you can't respect the choices that I've made, then you can't respect me. Then how is that healthy for me? You know, when you tell somebody you're their friend, be their friend. You know, don't be the kind of friend that I'm your friend, but only if. You know, I spent too much time trying to live up to everybody else's expectations, being what everybody else has wanted me to be. And I end up unhappy. And I don't want to be that way. You know? I want to be who I want to be, who God wants me to be, not what somebody else wants me to be. You know, I know I'm not the prettiest girl in the world. I know that I'm not skinny, teeny, tiny. And, I mean, here, I'll move my desk. It'll be open. This is me. I'm a big woman. I'm built like my father. And that's okay, you know? You want to see me without the wig? You want me to be completely me? This is completely me. I'm just saying is that there's so much going on in our world. There's so much hate. There's so much judgment. There's so much evil. And it's just annoying. And people don't know how to be nice to people anymore. And it's frustrating. That's why I like Mark's room so much. Is everybody there builds each other up. You're having a bad day, you know that you've got friends that are going to say, hey, it's going to be alright. You know, they worry about you when you're not around. They're genuine. And that's what people need nowadays, is genuine love, genuine friendship. Not this, you know, how does it benefit me type of friendship. That's not friendship. I mean, yes, we do benefit from our friendships, you know, because we get love, we get understanding, we get, sorry I'm moving around, but I got, hang my wig up, but we do benefit from our friendships and our families, you know, in ways. But I would rather benefit the positive than the negative, you know? What I'm saying is that if you're going to be somebody's friend, be their genuine friend. You know? If it's a friend with benefits, okay. That's your friendship choice. But if that friend chooses not to be like that anymore because it's something about it is causing them emotional issues, or just, you know, they just don't feel comfortable anymore, then stop that friendship and be respectful and say, okay, that's cool, I can still be your friend. You know? I don't know, I'm just going off on a tangent, and I apologize. I'm just a little frustrated. And, you know, I was told, just be me. You know, people appreciate an open person, and I also got the best advice from a good friend. But be careful how much you open up, because people will use it against you, and that's just life. I mean, I get it. You know, somebody may find something in one of my videos and say, "Ooh, you know, let's chastise her for this, or chastise her for that, or not like her because of this." You know what? Whatever. I don't got time for it anymore. The biggest reason I stopped making videos for a while, other than trying to work on myself, and realizing not really many people probably even want to watch my videos. Okay, here comes the bipolar part. I just felt like nobody cared. And that it was, waste of time to make videos. And also, I haven't known what to put, so from now on, I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go with it. I'm gonna be me. I'll play my guitar if I feel like it. I'll show you guys my pets. I got one of them that's trying to get under a blanket. I have a Staffordshire Bull Terrier pit bull, and she is insistent on getting under the blanket. She didn't care if she pushes me off the bed. That's how bad she is. Let me see if I can get a good angle of her. See, there's my baby girl. That's my Mabel. She's trying to hide her face. This is Mabel face. Hi, Mabel face. Hi. Yep. Alright. Back to being covered up. Anyways, that's my baby. This is my other baby, Abby. You say hi, Abby. Go over here. Hi. She's my Rocky's clear over there, and Rocky's dad is right there. Oh, shook it. That's Rocky's dad. He's blind, so he's blind. His name is Sammy. He's blind. Sorry about my close up of my face, but that's my Rocky. I apologize for the way my house looks. But anyways, and I have a cockatoo and 2 lovebirds. I'll show you them some other time. My living room doesn't look the greatest right now. We're actually in the process of trying to find a different place to move to because this place is causing me to remain sick. I have a lot of health issues. But anyways, I'm continuously wanting to ramble, so if y'all want to fast forward or whatever, that's fine, I understand. But back to respect, I just want some respect from my friends. And I want genuine friends. I need genuine friends in my life. Genuine people. And I'll tell you what, in Mark Pyers' room, and Wages World, and EMA, and even Marfugal, in those chat rooms, it's genuine. People are actually genuinely caring. I mean, there may be some here and there that are butt munchies. And I'll tell you what, it's nice to be able to talk to people that genuinely give a hoot. And one of them has meant a lot to me, and I appreciate her friendship. So, Quiet Soul, if you're watching, I love you, sister, and I want to tell you how grateful I am that you have been so nice to me. And you've given me such good advice, and I love you for it. You've been straight up with me. But you've been straight up with me in a kind way. And I love you for it. Thank you. I really don't know what else to say. Without getting too emotional, I've been trying to do just half-hour videos. And I'm about to my half hour. So I may go a little bit further. All I'm asking is I need people to be understanding. People in my life to be understanding, and the ones that cheer me on, I appreciate it. Like my uncles, my biological uncles, and my cousins, and a few of my friends that have been so supportive and rooting me on. And I really appreciate that. I really do. And but anyways, I've reached my 30 minutes. I thought about going over, but I think I'm just gonna close it here. But I love you guys, and I hope I'll get more subscribers and make more friends. And who knows, that you know, maybe I could lift somebody up. Maybe somebody else is going through what I'm going through, and we can help build each other up. I may start doing some Bible studies, some live Bible studies. I've thought about becoming a minister. I'm not quite sure yet. I don't know if that's where Jesus wants me to go. It's His will, whatever He chooses for my life from here on out, I'm going to go with. And if He wants me to be a minister, I'll be a minister. But I said what I needed to say. And I love you guys. And I know I've said that already. I apologize. But, I hope y'all will come back to my channel. I may post a guitar practice here in a little bit. But as I say, be strong, be kind, and be you. Be brave. And I think that's it. Little Red over and out. See ya.